In Bruce Lee's pages, he had this idea that Ah Sahm would form some kind of relationship with a cop named Big Bill.
You boys behave yourselves, you hear me?
Hey, button face, open your goddamn eyes.
For Bill to bring 3 guys in with an innocent person, it's going one step too far.
They had the batons, there was 3 of them in a small place. I think he was trying to find the fight within him. And I think for him, getting rid of a lot of emotion.
He doesn't expect him to be alive when he comes back downstairs.
What the hell kind of chink are you?
What the hell kind of cop are you?
It's really Ah Sam's ability to speak the same language that shocks Bill.
If you could speak this whole time, how come you didn't say anything?
It wouldn't have helped.
The fact that he can speak English, he suddenly starts seeing him as a human being, which in itself is pretty racist.
What in the world? You had another cell. You threw them in with him.
Lee is just beginning to start to learn how to play the game, and then the rug is swept out from under his feet when he sees Bill doing something like that.
I saw you with Leary. You put them in with him deliberately.
And Lee questions everyone's motives of the police force at that point.
You ready to call your first witness?
Neither witness appears to be here, Your Honor.
Charges dismissed. The defendant is free to go.
He goes out and he's pretty quick on his feet. You know, he turns it round.
This will not stand!
And then he turns around to Buckley and says, what do you think about that? Of course, then Buckley says, well, why didn't you mention this and this? And oh, come on, you know, throw us a brick.
The city's becoming a powder keg. You're gonna have to pick your poison.
All is not as it seems with Mr. Buckley, and he's playing a bit of a long game here.
Rough day.
You heard about it. Minor setback.
You do see him trying to stir up a hornet's nest by creating tension between the Tongs and also between Chinese and the workers.
I'll need to see blood in the streets.
You'll have your blood.
Just so super, you know. He came to the house and just beat everybody up.
I didn't want to play her as this conniving, horrible B-word. You and your son will not come to court tomorrow. You will not testify.
What the hell I want?
But she does some horrible things.
Mailing, threatening a little kid for him to not testify, and from a young perspective, he disagreed with that. But he always there for her.
I'm going to take you at your word. I suggest you take me at mine.
Ah Sahm doesn't realize that you don't behave on your own here. You belong to a family, and there are rules in this family.
I skinned you in without a proper initiation, and by doing so, I failed to impart this lesson to you.
We still wanted a defiant nature to him. He's not just gonna get beaten up.
Drop your hands.
He'll go, okay, I'll take this, you know, go on. All right, is this all you've got?
Andrew basically said, you know, hit me. So, you know, I put a little bit of force in there and he took it. Those are the rules of the Tong.
Like so many leaders, you know, the power that Leary holds corrupts him. And even though in his heart he's a champion of his people, he's still corrupted and he's still a criminal and he still has very violent tendencies. And he comes from a world where there aren't a lot of problems that can't be solved with a stick or a bare-knuckled boxing match.
Mr. Leary, please.
In Leary's mind, Seamus should have come to him. He even says those words, you should have come to me, but instead you went and made a deal with the Chinese. Now I can't trust you. Now I have to make an example of you. And you have to leave, because if you don't leave, I'm going to have to kill you. It's remorseful, though. You know, I don't think it'd like, you know, banishing Seamus. It's like sending your uncle and your nieces, nephews out into the street.
I don't ever want to see you here again.
He's really conflicted. He didn't like doing that.